Good morning, y'all. Even though it's almost afternoon, but good morning. So, this morning I went to the grocery store finally and got me some stuff. And then, whenever Diamond come home, there's some stuff here for her to eat. Still done started the process of looking for a job again. Now I can't find nothing where I ain't got to lift at least 50 pounds with this fucking leg. So, and like me and my daddy keep getting into it about that. I'm like, Diamond is 50 plus pounds and I can't even pick her up right now. I can't pick up a whole lot with this leg, even going to the grocery store. But I have to feed my own damn self. But still. So, looking for something where I do not have to carry nothing other than my damn purse and my lunch kit. Because I don't know what about that. I'm hurt. I'm injured. People don't understand. That's really getting on my fucking nerves. Again, this was not my fault. This was because of the carelessness of my client. So, it's not my fault. I was there specifically for one purpose. I still can't let my do nothing until my leg heal or we gonna fuck this shit up and I'll be on disability for real. to Diamond. She good. She had a little performance at another church. So she told me she did good. She felt like she did all right. I'm like, oh, good. Look at that. So they wasn't at her home church, so I understand why she was nervous. Because I'm like, why are you nervous? You know, yada, yada, yada. Because they wasn't at home. So I said, when you sing at home, then you invite mama. I don't want to be in no more situations where your daddy want to corner me with his bitch. So, you want to be at home, then you invite me. Because that last encounter was not okay. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And I'm still going to stand my ground on it. Was not okay. I got me some actual meat to cook, so I don't know what I'm gonna make. I got some pork chops, but I don't know what I'm gonna make. My daddy gave me some wings. I didn't know he was gonna give me a pack of wings, so I'm grateful about that. Extra meat. So, but like, I need to see what we got in here that don't need to be ate up already before I get to just cook and stuff. Because again, it's too freaking hot. And I bought stuff to make sandwiches because it's too hot. But I at least have food in here to cook just in case Diamond come back home. Yep, and I got me some fruit. When I went and bought fruit this time, I only had me and my mama on the brain. So I went and got me some fruit this time. Because Diamond was like, did you eat all of them grapes? Because them grapes wasn't on my mind because all I was drinking was water. She talking about, oh, mama, you let them go bad? Girl, you let them go bad. Shoot. Yeah, that is all that was on my brain when I bought that fruit. I'm getting the water down. You eat this fruit. Because, again, I'm not letting her go outside right now. Because it was too hot. So, if I'm outside, then she go outside. If I feel like it's not too hot for me to be out there, and she probably drink more water than I drink, or whatever the case may be, she'll be fine. So I came across this a couple of other jobs like school admin and shit. So, and I want to be back in the school environment. So hopefully that one pull through. Cause yeah, I got to figure out a way to get back into the school system without having to jump through all of those hoops at this point. Because at 35, it's just some things I don't have to do no more. And I'm perfectly okay with it. Thank God for being old. So, I was like, hopefully they'll reach back out and let me know something. Because Mama was like, now is the time to try to get into the school districts if that's what I want to do. So, I found a couple, so hopefully one of them reach back out. Hopefully before any of these jobs where I got to do any heavy lifting, because again, if I hurt this even more, I'm still going to be whining and crying and complaining. So, and again, the bitch stopped responding. So, I at least know her address. So, and this morning, I was able to get in the store without being harassed. Last week when I went into the store, a nigga was asking for my phone number, and I just gave it to him. Because he looked at me like I was the first thing that he seen coming fresh out of jail. I just gave it to him. Oh, excuse me. Tell me, you gonna remember me if I call you? Mm-hmm, probably. Oh, baby, leave me alone. You ain't even look like I can bring you home to my mom and daddy. Leave me alone. And the last go round, my daddy was fussing at me, talking about, you gotta call these people. I am calling these people. If I get on their damn nerves, they gonna overlook me. Because I definitely done seen people do it. Hell, I had to do that at one of my jobs. Talking about, you can put in an application and then somebody give you a call back. And don't never call them back. Well, my boss at the time had me do that. I said, oh, that is so mean. They sounded like they were really in need. Talking about, they'll find them another one. Ooh. Even though we were full, but it was just a fact like, oh, dang. And then little baby said she was ready to come home. I was like, okay, well, whenever somebody bring you home or they say they want me to come get you, then that's what it'll be. Because right now, if they got her jam-packed with things to do and telling her all of these things they got coming up, she not going to want to go home. So, I'm like, whatever. Because I definitely tell them to, don't be just telling her anything, and then when the time comes, she's got the sad face. I am that mom. Don't just be telling my kid nothing. I'm like that with everybody. My friends, family, whatever. Don't tell her nothing if you don't know 100% that you can come through for her. Only because of how I was done. Like, no. If anybody gonna break her heart, it's gonna be her mom and dad with the whole no thing. Or whatever the case may be. Don't tell her shit. You ask us first. Or, Diamond, do you want to go do X, Y, and Z? Y'all need to talk to the parents first because there might be a reason why she can't go. So that's another thing as far as parenting that I be pissed off about that people overstep about. Like, you don't know what we got going on. You don't know why she can or cannot participate. Don't talk to her about shit. You need to talk to her parents or her guardians. And then we walking around looking at the ugly face because she disappointed and upset because she can't go. Well, I apologize if they talk to you about that before talking to us about that. But that is not our fault. You be upset with them because they already know how I roll. So they overstepped by talking to you about that before talking to the mama. And that's just what that is. Or the daddy, whoever is the parent in charge at the moment. I was the parent always in charge because he worked. So, and I guess everybody got tired of me telling them no or what we can't do or whatever. But we ain't together no more, so it's still gonna be the same or even worse. Y'all still not gonna get to see her because now she probably gonna have to go be with her daddy or whatever the case may be. See what happens when you don't follow proper protocol when it comes to people's child. So, especially with the type of mama I got, I don't give a damn about none of that bullshit. She don't give a damn about none of that bullshit. Especially since Diamond got hurt or got involved or whatever the case may be. So, like, girl, how you think I feel? This is my damn child. feel the exact same way. So I'm finna just make me like a little hash brown bowl and probably sit down. Cause again, I went to the grocery store this morning. My leg don't hurt. And my hip. That's really why I'm walking around. Cause last time I went to the grocery store and got like heavy stuff like juices and stuff like that, that hip was hurting really bad. It seems to be okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay. That's what I mean by I'm still testing my leg out, because things that I've been doing my whole life, some stuff I can't just pop up and do. Like the other day, I thought I was gonna just jump out the bed. I thought I was. So, like, my back don't hurt as much as it was hurting. So that's a good thing. Cause I'm like, I can't lift nothing if my back hurt. Hell, I can barely lift something with my hip hurting. Cause again, if you picking up stuff the right way, you're using all of that. And what my daddy don't understand is that is what you're using. You're using all of this. If I can't use all of this, then some jobs ain't gonna take me. Cause it's only gonna be so many that hurts before they fire my ass. So why would I put myself in that situation? Uh-oh. My daddy, I don't know exactly what he was upset about. He talking about, take that down. What am I taking down, Daddy? I don't know what I'm taking down. Because everybody knows we exist, so I'm not understanding. Because I'm like, my photo, because when I first changed my photo, my mama did say something about it. I'm like, you don't see nothing. It ain't no different from me wearing a swimsuit. You see absolutely nothing. There are some swimsuits that are more revealing, so I think it'll be okay. And once it's time to change my photo, or when I get a job and they say something about social media, then I go on there and do what I gotta do. But I ain't done nothing wrong. To me, it's only wrong in the eyes of the wrongdoers. So, which is why I'm getting put out. Because that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That way everybody can stop asking, why she always? Why she always? Why she don't be wanting? It's there. And folks be knowing it's a matter of if you want to answer the question or not. Hell, you could just say, oh, I don't know, and leave it at that. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know what she got going on, because half the time, don't nobody know what I got going on. I just say I got something to do. Even when I was married, I got something to do. Whatever the fuck my man need me to do, that's what I'm doing. Family-wise, whatever. I'm busy. My mom was fussing me the other day. I was like, Mama, when I was working, everybody was crying and complaining because they hardly saw me. Or I was always tired, or I was always this or that. When I wasn't working, people was always complaining because I wasn't working and they saw me too much. So at this point, everybody gonna whine and complain about whatever it is Kiki is or is not doing. So that's why I be to myself. That's why I stay in my own four walls, on my own side of town, until I'm ready to be looked at. My daddy told me, you gotta come out of that. No, because you see what's all going around? That's why I stay to myself. Because again, ain't nothing my fault. I feel like I'm being punished once again for telling someone no, which is any time that I've gotten into it with somebody. Because I've told you no. Or I've told someone else no. Whether it was something good or bad that they were trying to do for me or to me. No is no. I'm gonna do these edges. I said something to my mama this morning. I said, since I'm getting put out, she talking about, when you gonna let that go? Never, because I ain't do shit. She talking about, you gonna be okay. Excuse me. I didn't get no onions and bell peppers, no pico, none of that when I went to the store this time. I was just trying not to forget the fruit and the other stuff that I needed because I really don't want to have to be going to the store more than once right now since I don't have diamond. Once is enough. Or unless it's something that I really, truly want and I ain't nothing in the house to substitute it, then that's about it. When I was a stay-at-home mom and wife, I didn't mind going to the store every 2 or 3 days or whatever. But right now, because I'm sad because of the shit that's going on with Diamond, I don't want to go to the store every 2 or 3 days right now. Once is enough. I opened the wide side, y'all. That's why I'm doing that. And if it looked like I put a lot of seasoning in my eggs, I probably did, because I'm finna put all of this on top of some hash browns. And I bought plain sausage once I started buying sausage again versus buying hot sausage. That way I wouldn't turn my stomach up, because I'm still not drinking orange juice. I'm drinking lemonade, but I'm not drinking orange juice right now. And I'm not drinking a whole lot of lemonade, so. Women on the chain with the weed cut. Yeah, my daddy was fussing at me about people looking at him and my mama. People looking at you and my mama for what? For being great parents? Because as far as I'm concerned, despite the stuff that I went through, I still don't call y'all piss poor parents. Hell, there's only so much you can do with the information that you're given. Hell, like I told my daddy, I still feel like you the best daddy in the world. Hell, I ain't going to nobody for parenting advice. It is not something I did. When my daddy was fussing about certain stuff, then I would go to other people about parenting advice. But other than that, hell no, I ain't go to nobody for no parenting advice. My mama fussed about stuff that I was told she was gonna fuss about. So when it came to mama fussing, I didn't really, that was normal. But my daddy was raising a girl child, so certain things that he fussed about that women were abused or misused growing up, my daddy wasn't like that. So those were the only things that I seek advice on. Well, how do I respond when my daddy start going off like this? You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, it was just like, I'm just going to stand there and look at him, because anytime I open my mouth, whether it's right or wrong, I'm wrong because I've opened my mouth, which is why I just started just looking at their ass. And my mama was like, you got a response for everything. I do. It's a conversation, not a dictatorship. If it's a dictatorship, then please tell me that. If I can't talk, if I can't speak, tell me that. Because my thing is, if you dot the whole time, and I can't say nothing edgewise, then yeah, at that point I feel like I'm 2 years old. Okay, well, and then when I don't talk to my mom about certain stuff, well, I just don't understand why you don't talk, because of how you act when I do talk. Like I told my mama, when I was working and on my feet and had my shit going, you had absolutely nothing to say to me. Absolutely nothing. And now that I'm figuring out how to do this divorce stuff really by myself, because I wasn't always talking to her, because her and I, she was pissing me off about friend stuff. So when it comes to the divorce shit, I ain't even want to talk to her about this. Because I'm like, I ain't even got no friends right now because of all of that BS. So, and yeah, she had gone through it before, but still, everybody kept whining about the fact that I always go to my parents for stuff. I'm sorry if you don't have parents that you can go to for things. I'm sorry that you don't have someone trustworthy to go to for certain things. I don't have people outside of my parents like that because I've been burned by people outside of my parents. So no, I don't trust nobody outside of my parents. And I even told my parents that my trust with them was broken because of all of this stuff with my ex-husband, because he lied so much, they played telephone so much, all of that stuff. So no, my trust is completely broken with everybody. He act like he don't understand that and why I don't want to talk to him. Okay, well, figure it out. Because y'all act like y'all don't know what broken trust means. So all the stuff and all the hurt that y'all done talked about to me, y'all act like y'all don't know what broken hurt means. So I'm like, I don't have to talk to him. Can't nobody force me to talk to him. You send what you need to send to me in the messages after I unblock you, after you pissed me off. Because that's the only thing this is. You keep pissing me off or saying some shit that I don't like or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm gonna block your ass. And it's been like this whole time. You tried to use the fact that I'm coming at your family. No, I'm coming at you. All of this still boils down on you because you didn't protect me the way you were supposed to. And now we're going through this stuff for Diamond. Yeah, I'm upset. Yeah, I'm angry. And how many counseling sessions am I supposed to go in and say, I'm angry because he did this, or he did that, or he wasn't doing this, or he wasn't doing that, or he allowed his family to do this, or he allowed his family to do that, or didn't speak up for me? How many times am I supposed to go in a counseling session and do that? I feel like going into a counseling session with you and Diamond ain't it, because we were supposed to do counseling with me. How many times am I supposed to go in a counseling session and do that? I feel like going into a counseling session with you and Diamond ain't it, because we were supposed to do counseling. So, Baby, you said you happy with your new bitch. I don't need to go to no counseling session. Diamond can tell me everything that she feels like she needs from her mama because that is the way I taught Diamond. You tell mama what you need. Everybody getting in the mix of me and Diamond's relationship is why I'm not talking to nobody. Diamond knows who her mama is. I'm not finna go around y'all. I didn't drain the sausage because there wasn't a whole lot of grease in here. And I wasn't using no butter, so I needed all of that was on the bottom. But like I was saying earlier, at least I see what the issue is with the school stuff. Because I want, like I said, I do want to go back. I don't have a problem with paying for it. I just wanted to see what my options were. Because I paid for it the last time until I got pregnant with Diamond. And then I had to stop paying on my loans. So I never had a problem with paying for it. I think the only time I asked somebody for help was like twice. And that was when I was in a shop and all of that stuff. And I was still having to pay. There was more money going outside of my house than it was coming in. So I was like, I need help. So I asked his granny to help me pay my school loans a couple of times. And then after that, I didn't ask no more. And when I did feel like I needed help paying it, I just didn't, I just stopped paying on it altogether. because all of my money was helping, to whatever we needed to do for whether it was my family or his family. So I just stopped altogether paying on them because that was taken away from the house. Again, I didn't get on no type of assistance until after I had Diamond, so I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Any friends I had, I no longer had, so I no longer have to ask those questions to, so I'm figuring this shit out on my own. My parents didn't do assistance. They raised me not to be on assistance, but at the time that I got pregnant with Diamond, I was going to need the extra help, so. That's where a lot of my frustration is coming from, because a lot of my stuff is tied up into my married name. So, like, even some places, like, even if I tell them, I'm no longer married or I've shown them my divorce, whatever, it's still the same. So, a lot of places where I've had to do new accounts, new things and stuff like that, I'm just using my maiden name. Well, some shit that I'm still trying to tie up and figure out and clear away and shit like that is still my old name, which, again, if he was just a horrible husband, I would be like, no, don't call me that nigga, but because he did me the way he did me at the end, after enduring everything I endured, baby, take your name. I'm okay. And, like, when they make the mistake at the school, I don't care. Because I still answer to Murray. The only thing is that once he decides that he wants to marry another bitch, he needs to make sure he lets me know that so I can start correcting people. If it's in environments where he's going to allow his bitch to do things. So, he has to let me know that. Because, again, I don't care. So, we're just waiting on my hash browns. I don't know if I want cheese or not. Hell, I had some sort of Alfredo 2 nights in a row with some Williams chicken. So, did I have cheese yesterday? I don't think I did. Because what all did I eat yesterday? I only ate one. Well, yes, I did. I had pizza. I had pizza after I got done being on the phone and all of that stuff all day. All morning, yesterday morning. And then, I don't remember what I ate last night. Oh, I do. I had one of them, Marie Calendar. It wasn't the beef and broccoli. Which one was it? It was the beef Merlot. I had the beef Merlot one, which is carrots, green beans, beef, and potatoes, and a sauce. So I had that and some watermelon last night before I went to bed. And then I've been sipping on water since I got up. My mama was like, well, what all did you find? What all have you found? She gave me some stuff to call and to look up, so I did those that I could do last night. And then one of them or two of them I had already looked up before she wrote them down to me, so. And I ain't gonna be able to go outside because, baby, that wind was blowing. I went to the grocery store this morning, and it's still blowing. When I went outside the other night, it was a big-ass spider web hanging over one of the chairs in the back patio, and when I went back out there the next morning, it was gone. I was like, I wonder if my daddy came out here and got it down. Oh, y'all, and I've been wanting some sugar so bad. And since we can't get candy on our food stamps no more, I'm just like, we gotta stick it out, girl, and get you some honey buns and some oatmeal pies. You'll be okay. Because I got away from honey bun, the snack cakes and shit like that a long time ago when I first got big. So now they're not even the first thought. They're not a first thought. Not saying that I wasn't eating them, I just wasn't buying them. When I did start buying them, it was for Diamond and her daddy. And then like I would eat like maybe one or two out of the box because they were snacks, truly snacks for her. So, and I would have other things, sugar-wise, candy, fruit, stuff like that. We did a lot of baking and stuff at the time in the family, so we would have like homemade cake. I definitely got away from all of the honey buns and stuff like that. Since I've lost all that weight, now I have a little bit better, more control of how to eat, and I know what the fuck is wrong with me. I don't mind eating the shit now. It was just I was trying to eliminate as many things, you know, health-wise as I could then without my doctors having to have so much input. All he told me was once I got it off, there's nothing wrong with me doing it still, just in moderation and just making sure I'm paying attention to my body. So, like, okay. Because like I said, one day I was just sitting up in here because I ain't had no more candy in here eating a box of cereal. In here eating a box of cereal. Oh, excuse me. Check these emails. Just a second when I get off. I know, I did just do that. I need to make sure this top went on this container. And I got me some broccoli and stuff because I've been wanting some broccoli. But all I had was that spinach and them Brussels sprouts, and I might do them Brussels sprouts with my pork chops, and just don't do no bacon in them. Ain't nothing wrong this morning, y'all. I know I'm quiet. Ain't nothing absolutely wrong. And on days where there's absolutely nothing wrong, I be feeling like, okay, something should be going on. But that just comes from me being in so much chaos. Whether it was good chaos or bad chaos, because just because I said I was tired don't necessarily mean everything was all bad. Tired is tired. And like I be having to tell my mama, this is not a who's the most tired competition. Because again, hospital visits keep being brought up. The shit I'm dealing with was not my damn fault. And I obviously have to get medical attention. So what else am I supposed to do? This is what I be talking about. You're fussing about things that I have to do or fussing about things I'm supposed to be doing. It makes you not want to do those things because you're fussing. That's just like you getting ready to go put a load in the washer, and somebody say, "Can you put that load in the washer for me?" I was getting ready to, but no, because you asked me. My mom and them was like fussing about all this stuff, school stuff, old stuff on Facebook, and I'm like, I've been fighting with these people the whole time, baby, since we've been out of school. We just was acting like we had some sense because a lot of us still have our parents on our pages. But I've been getting into it with these people. I said, I can speak and be cordial, but they know what they've been doing. No, I'm not taking nothing down. No, I'm not going to stop saying nothing because they know exactly what they did. So I said, that is why I told y'all, tell people to mind their business. Because unless it's people who helped y'all with us, I don't see why their opinions matter. That's why I told Mama, you care too much about what people think. You care way too much about what people think for you to be who you are. Because before I got started with the YouTube thing, because you definitely fussed at me about that, I said, Mama, I had told you from the jump that that's what I was doing. And when people start seeing, you got to know when to tell people to mind their business. Because I've been telling people to mind their business for a long time. That's why I got called disrespectful by other people. Why are you so worried about what my parents are doing? And then most times it be people that have a different relationship with my parents from me. And act like they ain't said nothing. Like, bro, if y'all don't mind y'all's business and leave me alone. Because when I told my mama about the business comments that people were making, okay, Tell people to mind their business because I already started certain things for myself, which my parents were perfectly okay with that. While other motherfuckers got an opinion about what the fuck I'm doing with my life outside of what my parents said is okay, I don't know. And I'm like, y'all fussing at me about something we've already talked about. So again, we're having a fussing match for nothing, just so somebody could fuss or somebody's blood pressure can be up or whatever the case maybe is what is going on. And since my doctor has already told me about the headaches, I be trying to chill. So I just sitting there looking at her like, okay. Because again, I'm not finna hurt myself for nobody. Hey, Pookie, you said you want me to go? Okay, well, you gonna show me what I need to do outside of what I already know? Because I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Because it's not like I've never lived on my own before, so I don't have a problem with leaving my parents' house. So, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, when I wanted to go live somewhere else, everybody was gung-ho about me coming back to my mama's house. So, and I was working then. So, now that I'm not working, I guess the whole thing is, okay, she not working now, put her ass out. Okay, whatever. Baby, what is this? Whatever. Baby, what is this? Hold on, y'all. Baby, what is this? Hold on, y'all. Bad y'all. One of my old barber mates was checking on me. And again, like I said, yes, I say I don't have no friends, but the ones who still reach out, the ones who talk to me, they know where they belong in my heart. That's why I said, those of y'all who know me, truly know me, they not taking offense to the shit that I'm saying. If they know they place in my heart. So, once people started having questions and whining and crying, then that means you don't know your place in my heart. And that means my place in your heart obviously wasn't what you thought it was or what you said it was. So I can understand why you're being upset. Whoever is upset. Because again, none of this was directed towards no one in particular, no one specifically, until people started making themselves known. Because again, whether you a part or not, if you just don't say nothing, then you don't say nothing, then you not known. But I need to respond to these text messages and all of that. I'll probably be back on this evening, y'all. Yeah, I'll probably be back on this evening. So y'all have a good afternoon. If you at work, I hope you have a good shift. If you ain't at work yet, I still hope you have a good shift when you get there. All right, y'all. Bye.